Hey there, everybody. I'm just coming on here. Oh, there's some tape here. Just coming on here today to talk to you a little bit about me selling some of my molds. So I have 36 days left until I graduate from the nursing program, and then my husband and I are going to be moving. And so when we move, I have a different mold in mind that I want. I'm not going to be doing such a large scale production of soap and other goodies, so I am looking to scale down some of my soaping supplies and some of my other household stuff before the move, so that way we don't have to carry a bunch of stuff with us that I'm not going to use. So my loss is your gain. I want to sell some of the molds that I'm going to show you. This one here, you can do 6-pound batches in it. Sometimes it's a little bit more actually, and I'll kind of give you the aerial tour here. This one is very long, very neat, has a wooden lid, and I have 2 of these. I'm going to sell them together. Like I said, they do 6-pound molds or thereabout. Really easy to put together and to take apart. They were advertised to me as linerless and saying that you can easily remove your soap. My recipes tend to be a little bit wet anyway, so I always used a liner with these molds. And they have been used gently. I haven't used them a whole lot, so they're kind of like new. And if you want to know what those logs look like, I have some videos of some soap that I've made with them. So they're really great, really easy to put together, and so you can see that this one is put together. That's what the bottom looks like. And I have one over here that is not put together, and I just want to show you the parts and pieces here. So you get 3 of these little wing dinghies. That's not their correct name. I just call them that. And so this is the bottom, and it just kind of slides in down here. And then you can put the other side on just the same. So you'll have the 2 sides like so. And there's a place where you can put the bottom. It's been etched out. So you put the bottoms on, put the sides on, and then you have the back pieces here that go back. So it just all pops together, and then in the little slats on the bottom, you put these through and you tighten it. Really easy, simple to put together, simple to take apart. These molds have been great, but I have some other stuff in mind, so I just don't need them anymore. Like I said, they have been used, so there are some minor scratches and stuff, but not anything that would affect your finished product. And then, you know, cover your soap, put the wood on it, insulate it, you're good to go. So along with these long molds, I have a cutter that comes with them. So let me give you a top view here. This cutter is really nice, really easy to use. The bottom slides through, so you don't have to pick up your soap or anything, you can just slide it through. You'll notice though, let me put these side by side, that the cutter is much shorter than the mold. So I like to cut my logs in half and then use the cutter to cut the rest. But really easy to do, really easy to put together. Again, this is what the bottom looks like. There's another piece in there that slides in for the bottom. And I have my own marking on the side here with some black Sharpie, because that's the point that I like to have this little plastic piece to make my bars a certain width. The great thing about this is you can make them as wide or as skinny as you want with this cutter. So for the 2 long log molds and the cutter, I'm going to do $65 shipped to the U.S. So I'm not really going to want to ship internationally. Sorry, guys, but so yeah, $65 shipped. These have been gently used, not used a whole lot, and they're great. Like I said, depends on your recipe. I always lined my molds. You can try it without lining them if you're adventurous, but I just like to err on the side of caution, I guess. So that is those. And the second kind that I have, are these nice big rectangular molds. These hold 7 to 7.5 pounds of soap. They are really nice because I can get 3 logs out of them. My bars tend to run anywhere from 5 to 5.5 ounces, and I got about 28, 27 bars sometimes. So it just depends on how dense your recipe is and how big your soap slices are, but they're wonderful. They have been used. They were used when I purchased them, but they are still in great condition. But they will have little scratches on them. Doesn't affect the final product, like I said, and like I told you before, I always line my soap molds. I don't make them without a liner, so if you're adventurous and you want to make your soap without a liner, feel free. They were advertised as not needing a liner, but like I said, my recipe tends to run a little bit wet. Thing about these is they have no screws to hold them together. They have inner tubing. So you take 2 pieces of inner tubing, and the inner tubing is provided. Each one has 2. And so I will show you what it'll kind of look like for the setup. So you have your 2 pieces of inner tubing. I like to put these in hot water, so that way they stretch a lot more, because when they're cold, they don't really have a whole lot of stretch. You can do it, but I always like to make things easier on myself. And then here's the bottom, and then you have the 4 sides. Obviously, rectangle, 2 sides are smaller than the others. So I like to put this together upside down, just because I think that it's a little bit easier. Sometimes the bottom will be bowed, so if it's bowed, I like to flip it around. It makes it a lot easier to stick together. So you put each side on. When you get the sides in, it'll kind of stand up for itself. And then once each side is up and in, you attach, I like to do 1 corner at a time and attach the inner tubing. One idea that my husband and I had, but we never got around to, is instead of using the inner tubing alone, because it really does, it holds it really nice, and you would think that soap might leak out, but it doesn't. You can wiggle them a little bit, but it's not anything where the soap will leak out. One of the ideas that we had was, if you look over on this corner, I don't know if I can get this to focus, but on this corner here, you can put little screws or secure that together where you can screw it and unscrew it, and then makes it a lot easier to put together. But once you get the hang of it and you've done it a couple times, it becomes like second nature. And like I said, they make really great molds. I'm selling these for $25 a piece shipped, and I have 10 of them. So if you want 1, if you want 5, however many you want, just send me a message. And I will get back to you. I'm going to give you all on YouTube the first dibs, basically, because I know that sometimes molds are hard to come by, and a lot of people, they like to get good deals, and so I'm gonna wait through the weekend, and then once they're gone, they're gone. So if they're gone, then great. I don't have to put them on eBay. But if they aren't gone, then I'm gonna put them up on eBay. So if you want any of them, send me a message here on YouTube letting me know which ones you want. Again, I'm selling these two log molds together, so they won't be sold separately. It's $65 shipped for that and the cutter. And then the rectangular ones are $25 shipped a piece. If you want all of them, and I still have all of them, I might be able to cut you a deal. But yeah, so those are the molds. Send me an email, get in touch with me, and I'll get you all set up and ready to go to make your soap. Okay? I don't know if I'm going to be getting rid of any other supplies yet. I haven't really gone through my soaping closet or anything, but if I do, I'll post more videos. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.